In this video segment, you will learn how to pre-flight the seaplane. While many of the elements to be checked are common to land airplanes, there are important differences. Also, while it is much easier to perform the pre-flight inspection with the seaplane parked here at the airport, there will be times when it is necessary to do this while the seaplane is in the water. We will cover that in a later segment. Now to begin, open the door and grab the pre-flight checklist. While inside the cabin, take a moment to check the required safety equipment. These items include a throwable cushion, a whistle, a fire extinguisher, and a personal flotation device for each passenger. These PFDs have a CO2 cartridge for inflation in the event someone ends up in the water. It is a good idea to verify that the PFD is in good condition. These are lightweight and comfortable, so they should be worn at all times when operating the seaplane. In addition, we carry survival and first aid equipment in the baggage area, and we'll talk more about these items during the segment on passenger briefings. The aircraft documents are reviewed, the fuel selector valves are verified on, the fuel quantity is checked, and the flaps are lowered. Now turn on and check the exterior lights. The attachment points where the float struts are connected to the fuselage are checked for any damage or corrosion. These connections are very important because the floats have no shock absorption and all loads are transferred to the frame of the airplane. The spreader bars connect the floats to each other. It is also important to check the brace wires. These keep the floats properly aligned so any looseness, deformation, or damage in this area is cause for further investigation. Control surfaces and struts are checked and tie-downs removed. Next, look under the float structure at the wheel and tire. While in this area, you can see some of the float components such as spray rails, keels, and sister keelsons. The floats are constructed from aluminum, and the skins are easily damaged. The reinforced keel underneath each float provides structural strength and helps keep the seaplane tracking straight through the water. The floats are divided into several watertight compartments, so if a puncture occurs, the water will be contained and not flood the entire float. Each compartment has a fitting to allow water to be pumped out prior to flight. While it is normal for floats to leak a small amount due to flexing during takeoff and landing, a sudden increase in the amount of water pumped out is cause for further investigation. Each float has a storage compartment that can hold up to 50 pounds of gear. The fuel sumps are drained and checked for water and contamination. Next, check the engine oil to verify that there is at least 6 quarts of oil. Then open the engine cowling for a look inside. Because water spray is so corrosive to the propeller, a careful check for damage is important. Seaplane pilots learn to taxi slowly while on the water to limit the amount of spray as much as possible. If the prop shows signs of wear, it may need to be dressed with a file. Next, climb up on the step and verify that the fuel caps are secure and check the top of the wing for any damage. Each fuel tank holds 30 gallons, but due to weight considerations, we usually only carry around 10 gallons per tank. The walk-around continues, checking the rigging and floats on the left side. A careful look at the nose gear will reveal issues such as a low tire or other problems. The front wheels are fully castering, so the pilot learns to use differential braking to make turns while taxiing. As the pre-flight continues, check the cables and pulleys that activate the water rudder system. The water rudders are retractable, so they are in the up position during flight and lowered during water taxi operations. These move with the seaplane's air rudder. It is important to be sure that nothing causes these cables to bind, as this could cause the air rudder to be restricted as well. Continue checking the cable attachments, control surfaces, and brace wires, and remove the tail tie-down. The tail deserves special attention because the tail control surfaces are regularly covered in spray during takeoff and landings, which causes accelerated wear of the hinge bushings. It is a good idea now to step back and take another look at the seaplane to verify that all the chocks and tie downs are removed and that all hatches and covers are closed. Finally, review the written checklist to be sure that nothing was missed. This completes your pre-flight inspection. Now let's go fly.